The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in.
Here in San Antonio, the Tower of the Americas, standing 750 feet tall in the center of Hemisphere Park. We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come. Circle, but their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Spencer Hawes out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Walker in at the point guard. Here's Hawes. No good on the triple. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Shots good by Walker.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
For San Antonio, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Takes the 13-footer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Now, here's Walker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Leonard with the steal. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got his first points of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Outside Leonard. The shot. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got 6. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Kaminsky. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Anderson, a screen on Walker. Mills passes to Anderson. Here's Simmons. And he's good on the 3-ball.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shot's good by Walker.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Mills dishes to Dedmon. Right side Leonard. Releases from 15. No luck. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
Now here's Mills, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Dedmon kicks to Mills. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Now here's Kaminsky. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston. The feed to Hawes. Kid Gilchrist against Leonard, and it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Kaminsky misses.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Mills with it. He's picked up by Walker. Dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Right wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Anderson passes to Leonard. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Leonard attacking. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Leonard's got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Q, he's checked in for Hawes. The prodigy comes in for Kaminsky. Harrison's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Here's Harrison. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Got a piece of it. Now Murray. Here's Pertinis. That one a little long.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Ginobili. There's the double team with Ginobili. And the Spurs with possession. The shot is off. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Pertinis. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Kid Gilchrist following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
That's his first personal foul.
Sessions with it. His last outing, he had 8 points, and that one's good. Q's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Sessions, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers. You can't forget to box out the shooter. That's a huge mistake.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man or an opportunity to draw contact. And, of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the Spurs with possession. After the basket by Charlotte, Bertanis passes to Ginobili. Over to the left wing. From outside, off the mark.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it. Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in assists, first in steals, and they're #1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Now here's Lee. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And both free throws good from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Spurs leading by 4. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 6. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. And Sessions kicks to Kid Gilchrist. There's the pass to Q. Back to Kid Gilchrist. No good. Good D by Lee.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
And Tim Duncan closing out what's been a remarkable career, a Hall of Fame career. We heard
he really transformed the franchise. He's one of the best players ever. 4 champions.
Well, as Mano saying, Duncan, no doubt the long-term face of the Spurs franchise and arguably their best player ever, which brings up the conversation, Greg, of where he stands all-time league-wide.
Well, he's right there. And listen, let's give him a little more credit, Mano. He's got 5 rings now, you know, having won that championship 2 seasons ago. But look, Kobe's in that category with 5 rings and an MVP as well. So he's an all-time great. I don't know how you rank him, but when you have a conversation about the best ever, Tim Duncan will be in.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Kaminsky out there with the prodigy. Then there's Spencer Hawes. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2. Spurs leading by 3. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Kicks it to Mills. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Marco Bellinelli picks one.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Kaminsky. Great D that time from Leonard.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Outside, Walker. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Hawes. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside, Walker. They set the pick. He kicks it to Bellinelli. And that one's on target from the wing. Bellinelli's got 5 points now this quarter. Spurs leading by 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Leonard draws the double. Passes to Anderson. No one near him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hornets have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. The Prodigy passes to Hawes. For Charlotte, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. A free throw drops for Hawes.
Spencer Hawes taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good by Hawes.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Mills dishes to...
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Moves back up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
At the line for your Spurs, Kawhi Leonard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Some great play by Kawhi Leonard tonight. He's got 8 points and 2 steals.
Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. Now here's Walker. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. They're definitely... isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Pass to the Prodigy.
Spurs foul call. Simmons. That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Hawes. From past the arc. But they'll get another chance. Poked away. Kaminsky kicks to Bellinelli. Goes back up. The kick out to Walker. Drills it from outside. Walker's got 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Walker. Feeds it to Mills. He dishes it to Dedmon. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked. Now Walker, he has 7. The dish to Hawes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Mills kicks to Dedmon. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Walker goes in. The game now all-time. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made... look easy that time. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
To the inside. Here's Kaminsky. The rebound by the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And he gets it to go.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bertanis, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Young comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's D in for Patty Mills. Harrison passes to Sessions. Lets it go from 11. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Sessions. Shot clock at 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. Number 1, the...
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
And so Sessions nails both of them.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
There's the pick. Ginobili gets a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through. On the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Spurs have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw good from Ginobili.
Well, Manu has been getting it done. 10 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Tipped away and stolen by Murray. Harrison passes to Kaminsky. Here's Sessions, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Spurs leading by 3. It's Ginobili on the wing. 10 points for him. Puts up the baby hook, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Cavaliers, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Charlotte just way behind.
And checking out Charlotte, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Ginobili, and now the fast break Ginobili with the ball.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few. Too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
The pass to Harrison. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs leading by 7. Down low, lead. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3. But they recover it. Tries again. Again, the Hornets score.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Murray kicks to Lee. Kid Gilchrist against Young. Kicks it out to Ginobili. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot. Out of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
They set the pick. No good with the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Young's shot is off. Hornets trail by 7. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plays.
Sessions with it. That drops. Sessions has got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Outside, Ginobili. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sidelines. Doris?
Well, David, obviously a very strong first half. What's been the philosophy of this team and how you mentally set your focus as a group?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a solid 8-point lead. And let's go to Shaq. What did you think of their first half?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anderson. Then it's Mills, then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Simmons in at the 2 spot.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now the feed to Bellinelli. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Walker's running, and the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Outside, Walker. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Fires the 3. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Dishes it to Mills. Off target with this 3. Hornets trail by 8. In the corner, it's Bellinelli for the 3. Can't hit. 80 that time from Leonard.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Count the bucket.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Walker dishes to Bellinelli. There's a good screen to the middle. He's looking for Hawes and finds him. No good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Leonard against Kid Gilchrist. Here's Dedmon. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today? You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
The prodigy is checked in for Kaminsky. Walker the pass to Bellinelli. To the inside, kicks it to Hawes, and he drops it in from the low post. Hawes got 8 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please mute up for the Spurs Gates team.
Here's Mills. 8 points for him. Anderson outside. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. There's the 3.
He has so far in this quarter.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. In the third spot, Michael Kid Gilchrist.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And the Spurs with possession here. They're leading by 8. And Mills kicks to Simmons. Here's Dedmon. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Shot's good by Walker. And so it's San Antonio with it. Outside Leonard. Pass to Simmons. He dishes it to Mills. There's a screen. Pass to Anderson. Tries to save it. Now here's Walker. Covered by Mills. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's the prodigy. The 15-footer. Good. Spurs leading by 6. And here's Mills. He's got 8. Back to Leonard. Now here's Walker. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Four on the clock. And it comes off the front of the rim. Hornets trail by 6. Walker dishes to Hawes. Bellinelli passes to the prodigy. 11 feet away, and Charlotte again with the bucket. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And Mills kicks to Leonard. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Leonard. The past month has been surreal. Putting up 26 points per, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man. Boy, he just can't find the bottom of the net here. Really struggling to get it done in this second half.
Outside, Walker. Rebound, San Antonio.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And the Hornets call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Harrison. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Off the screen. Ginobili grabs the board.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
There's Tennis, the pass to Ginobili. The dish now to Lee. The stupendous finish in traffic. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Q. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. San Antonio leading by 6. Ginobili dishes to Murray. And there's the pass to Leonard. They set the pick. Ginobili left side. Shot is no. Good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That is his first foul of the game. Nick Young's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Screen by Lee. Murray kicks to Lee. Kicks it out to Ginobili. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Young with no one around. That falls back. Speed that time for Manu Ginobili.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Sessions. Here's Kaminsky. And it's denied. All going up court. Pass to Bertens. Ginobili, that's for 2. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Sessions kicks to Kaminsky. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Young outside, jacks up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now Sessions, 11 points in the game. The feed to Kaminsky. Fires from deep. It's deflected, but they get it back. And it's going to... be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Spencer Hawes.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Murray. He's covered by Sessions. Now Murray. He feeds it to Lee. 1 second left. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Spencer Hawes.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs out in front. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Spurs leading by 13. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Kaminsky out there with Spencer Hawes. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. A 3 from Mills. That's good. Mills has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Spurs.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's Bellinelli. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. Rebound by Lee. Lee's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Mills. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant. Really an extraordinary game for Sessions. He's got 11 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
And the Spurs with some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Lee, and it's Leonard in for Young. The Hornets also with a sub. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. Hornets trail by 16. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Sessions against Anderson. Dishes it to Bellinelli. Good.
Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Mills. To the middle. Here's Dedman. Hawes with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there. And the layup's good off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Kid Gilchrist against Leonard. Kicks it to Dedman. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And the Hornets call time here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Kaminsky, and that one's good. Spurs leading by 12. Leonard with the ball. He kicks it to Mills. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Sessions passes to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Feeds it to Sessions. And here is Hawes. Lays it up and banks it in.
San Antonio with the timeout.
Here we go,
San
San Antonio!
Antonio calls timeout. Here's Anderson. Leonard against Kid Gilchrist. Inside. And a strong finish with two hands.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hornets trail by 16. Now here's Sessions. There's the pick. Pass to Kaminsky. Now here's Sessions, covered by Mills. Sessions dishes to Hawes. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 6th assist on the night. San Antonio leading by 14. Now Leonard. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Dedmon kicks to Anderson. Leonard on the wing. And that one is hammered home.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Sessions passes to Bellinelli. Kaminsky kicks to Sessions. To the paint. Here's Hawes. Drops in the layup for 2. Hawes got 6 points in the quarter.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Anderson, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Mills in the corner. Plenty of space. Another one falls for San Antonio.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
And Sessions kicks to Kaminsky. There's the pick. Here's Bellinelli. Here's Hawes. Goes back up. San Antonio with the rebound. Mills has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Leonard attacking. Pass to Mills. From deep. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now here's Sessions. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Hawes. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea. He was right near the line.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Hornets also with a sub. Kemba Walker is checked in for Sessions.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
The Spurs making a switch here. Lee's checked in.
Spurs. David Lee.
Mills with the steal. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 9 assists now tonight. Hornets trail by 19. And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. They need this. And he lays it up and in. And so it's San Antonio with it. Mills with it. Picked by Lee. Leonard. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Rebound, San Antonio. Mills has got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. And here's Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Dedmon. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
A different look now for San Antonio. Young's checked in for Leonard. B comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's D in for Patty Mills. Harrison passes to Q. Good defensive work there by Young.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Hornets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Kawhi Leonard. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
There's Dennis. He's checked in for the Spurs.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Outside, Walker. Lots of room. Good. And the first one drops.
At the line for your Spurs, Davis Bertans.
Both good from the line that time. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He's the NBA's second leading scorer, but tonight he was number 1 on the court all game long. Several highlights we'll enjoy seeing again.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.